Doomsday, 1086, Heytesbury is recorded by William the Conqueror's Great Survey, named after a Saxon warrior queen. 1100 AD, William's son, Henry I, ascends to the throne of England, nominating his daughter, Matilda, as the first Queen of England. The barons violently resist, and Empress Matilda invades, unleashing civil war from her court at Heytesbury. 15 years of the anarchy, destruction, and scorched earth. Mother of Henry II, who was installed by Matilda as the first of the Plantagenets. The 16th century, and Henry VIII decrees the execution of Sir Thomas More, the Catholic saint and martyr, with his co-conspirator, Baron Hungerford of Heytesbury, for treason. Beheaded for acts of the occult and for the starvation, imprisonment, and attempted murder of Elizabeth, his wife. Elizabeth was the great-great-grandmother of Robert Catesby, prime conspirator in the gunpowder plot to kill both king and government. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. Dragged behind a horse along the streets of London to Westminster. One by one, they were hanged, their innards drawn, and finally chopped into quarters. The 19th century, and Lord Heytesbury is appointed Lord Lieutenant of Ireland just as the Great Famine begins. Heytesbury refuses to act, as over 1 million die of starvation and millions more emigrate. Heytesbury, 1,000 years of blood, murder, civil war, execution, and the public exorcism of something that has never left. Something that has never left. The 20th century. The return. In the 1950s, the first complex crop circle recorded in England forms at Heytesbury. 30 years before crop circles became a thing, aliens were descending on Wiltshire to leave their mark. In October 1965, midnight, driving into Heytesbury, not only did a local woman run over a dark figure in a black bodysuit on the bridge, who disappeared, but she then almost hit 2 more on her way back, and saw their mothership. A close encounter of the third kind, complete with the car engine inexplicably cutting out and a blinding light. The terrified witness described the aliens she had directly encountered in the terms that she understood at the time. They looked like frogmen in shining, skin-tight black suits. Little men in balaclava helmets and glistening trousers. Reported, recorded, and repeatedly witnessed encounters with alien phenomena, with physical evidence. The alien phenomena continued for 10 years into the mid-1970s.
Beneath Heytesbury House there were extensive vaulted cellars reaching out into the blackness. The door was rusted shut, or rather permanently ajar, neither locked nor open. I had no idea what was in there, because no one had ever been in there, according to George Sassoon. Trying to force the vault door open, we applied physics first, along with a couple of cans of WD-40. And then we tried pickaxes and sledgehammers, thinking that if we couldn't go through the door, then we'd go around it. The brute force answer was to demolish the side wall and crawl in through the gap created, which we did. Or rather I did, because I was younger, thinner, and more disposable. Standing up, I swept the torch beam through the swirling brick dust and lit up an arched brick alcove with stone-built shelving. I could see a small stack of wine bottles facing me on the higher of the 2 shelves, and on a lower shelf was the large black metal box. The locked metal box was an officer's military steamer trunk. but instead of being inscribed with the owner's name, it was roughly hand-painted on the top with 5 white circles.